Hello everyone, this is Shoaib Yaqub, your AFM mentor. Guys, the most important part of advanced financial management is to get maximum marks in professional skills. These professional marks are like 20 marks, 10 marks in question number one, 5 marks in question number two, and 5 marks in question number three. And to obtain these 20 marks, you should have 4 professional skills. Number one, communication. Number two, analysis and evaluation. Number three, skepticism. And number four, commercial economy. So today we will discuss that how to get maximum marks in these professional skills. So if you listen these videos carefully and apply these in rest of the days in your practice, you can easily get 20 marks. So let's start with the communication. Communication is the most important skill, and this will be only tested in question number one. In question number one, 10 professional marks will be tested, and out of 10 marks, 5 marks belong to communication. Okay, what is communication? Communication is structuring your answer like a professional business report. Like you are kind of a messenger to the board of directors, and you have to show a board of directors a proper structured labeled report. Remember, examiner is not looking for essays. Examiner want a short, professional, clear report. It should be properly labeled. You don't try to put the difficult word of English, difficult vocabulary word, or difficult business language. No, put a easy wording which is easy to understand for the layman, for the non-financial directors, because all the directors are not the finance directors. So in order to convey your message to all the board members, to all the technically called laymen in terms of finance, your report should be in an easy language. So how to make a report? You should start your report like to the board of directors. Like if I give you a proper sample, you should write a report like to the board of directors of, for example, ABC company on acquisition of, for example, you're writing a report on the acquisition of XYZ. Then your first heading should be the introduction. This should be in the bold. Then you will give the headings. Normally, if you're writing a report on the acquisition or the evaluation of any project, you will write a report analysis of XYZ company or acquisition. Then give the next heading, for example, assumptions. And then you will give the next heading, for example, some ethical consideration. So how do you know that how to make a headings? Number one, to the board of directors is confirmed. Introduction is confirmed. In introduction, you will always write the present tense. This report covers, this report includes, and you will write all the items which you are going to discuss in the report. And normally in question number one, there are 4 to 5 requirements. Examiner usually asks to calculate certain calculation. For example, if it's an investment appraisal, examiner will ask you to calculate NPV, IRR, MIRR. If it is an acquisition, examiner will ask you to calculate valuation of company, shareholder gain loss. And then examiner will ask you to discuss about the assumptions. Then examiner will ask you to discuss about the shareholder reaction. Then examiner may ask you to calculate some ethical consideration and conclusion. So you will write everything which you are going to discuss in the report in the introduction section. For example, this report includes the analysis of this company. This report also covers the ethical consideration. This reports also consider all the discussion which this company has taken or management has taken in calculation of this all these calculation all these valuation. So the introduction includes all the brief summary which you are going to discuss below. Then you will give first heading. In analysis of acquisition or even in analysis of certain valuation, you will refer your working to the calculation. You will refer your discussion to the working which you have done in the Excel. Like if you have calculated certain valuation, you will refer according to this valuation in bracket appendix number 1, appendix number 2. So instead of showing working number 1, you will show appendix number 1. Working number 2, appendix number 2. And then you will discuss about the assumptions, ethical consideration, and then, for example, end your report by writing conclusion. In conclusion, you will give the conclusion that should our company acquire this company? Should our company do this project or not? And if you are doubtful on something, give the disclaimer as well. We should acquire this company. However, company is not sure about the funding, so company should put further efforts or put sensitivity analysis or scenario analysis that how company will raise the funds. So give the conclusion, but with the disclaimer. And then you will write report compiled by. There is no need to write your name, date. There is no need to write the date. And in between, you will write the text. That's how you will do in the exam. So title, headings or subheadings, concise paragraph. There is no need to write big paragraph. For one point of discussion, there will be one paragraph. For another point of discussion, you should open a next paragraph. Please do not write bullet points. Please do not make essay style. For example, you want to discuss 5 points, write 5 brief paragraph and make a professional tone, neutral, factual, advisory, avoid academic or theoretical phrasing, prioritize, write the most important point first. For example, if you're writing the assumption and you are saying that text will remain constant, you can write that, but write that unimportant assumption below. Firstly, write the important assumptions, which is very important. For example, if company has, if in the scenario WAC is given and no information is given, write that information first, that WAC is given and there is no information is given that how this has been calculated. We are not sure whether this has taken account the risk of the company or not. So write the important data first and less important data later. Then give the conclusion or recommendation. So remember, these are 20 marks. Examiner repeatedly said that students have poor communication skills, student dumping numbers without commentary. Essays, student write the report like essays without structure, no clear recommendation. What the examiner reward? Heading, summarize point, prioritize major points firstly, concise and professional language. So how you will make a report? Report heading to the board of directors, intro line, logical sections, logical headings, prioritize the important material first, then conclude. For example, if you want to make a valuation report, you will start with to the board of directors, introduction, then first heading, valuation outcome, analysis of the valuation. Second heading, look at the requirement. If the third requirement is about assumption, your second heading should be about the assumption. If third requirement is about the discussion of shareholder reaction, your next heading would be the shareholder reaction. So look at the requirements clearly, because if you look at the requirements clearly, from the requirements, you will be able to make the headings. Your headings should be in sequence with the requirements. Requirement number 1, examiner has done the numerical. Your first heading will be the analysis after the introduction. Requirement number 2, examiner asked about the assumption discussion. Your next heading will be the assumption discussion. Requirement number 3, examiner has asked you to discuss about the shareholder action. Your next heading would be the shareholder action. And if you are referring anything to the numerical, refer it to the appendix number 1, appendix number 2. And remember, this is the checklist. Did I use a report style? Did I start with the introduction? Did I prioritize material point first, important point first? Did I finish with a clear, actionable recommendation? So bottom line is to secure communication marks in AFM, write in a report format with headings, prioritize important points, concise advice, and professional tone. If you follow this, believe me, you will be able to score 5 out of 5 professional skills marks in communication. Remember, communication is the only skill which will be tested in question number 1. My humble suggestion is please and at least solve 2 to 3 questions and try to write your report style using my advice, using my technique, and then compare your answer with the examiner answer. Your heading wording can be different from the examiner. Your text wording can be different from the examiner, but if the overall tone is same, you will get full marks. Thank you so much.